darkness. The river of time is said to be unalterable, but fate has not yet been decided. Perhaps there are those who are brave enough, strong enough, or clever enough that might carve a path through the shadow of the Dragon Queen. Welcome back to Session 3. A sloop sails through a storm in the Straits of Algoni. Having set sail from the far south near Icewall, goods and supplies fill the heavy hull, as well as two unusual passengers. The Silver Gull is not a passenger ship, but Captain Eliza Warburg knows one of their guests well, having ferried the monk across many a water. His younger companion is unknown to her, but what sailor of icy waters would pass up the chance to observe a Thanoi under close circumstances? The walrus folk aren't well known to outsiders. Inside the Silver Gull, a cabin lantern sways gently as the ship rocks through heavy seas. Outside, rain drums steadily against the porthole while thunder rumbles in the distance. Feet sits across from you, Mackerel, his weathered hands wrapped around a steaming mug. The storm seems to have stirred memories in the old monk. You know, Feet says, his voice barely audible over the storm, Ispin would have loved this weather. He often said storms at sea reminded him why he preferred solid ground under his feet. Though that never stopped him from booking passage on every rickety vessel that could take him to his next adventure. The ship lurches suddenly, and Feet steadies his mug before continuing. You only met him briefly, but Ispin... He had a way of making even short meetings memorable. I'm glad you decided to come with me to the funeral.
Yes, of course. He was a nice man when I had met him, but I may not tell tales. Man of many a tale. Thank you
He
for
was.
asking.
He was indeed. He had a story for every occasion, it seems.
It sucks that he has passed. Do we know the circumstances?
I believe it was old age. But if there is any darker dealings, perhaps we'll find out at the funeral.
Okay. Alright, I like it. Are there going to be many other people there? He seems like somebody who would invite a lot of people.
I think there will be. He has many a friend, many people that he's touched over the years.
Okay.
Certainly, Becklin and Cudgel, his companions in adventuring, will be there. I hear Cudgel heads up a mercenary party these days. And I believe Becklin is stationed in that town he lived in, Vogler, as the local knight of Solamnia.
Okay. That's it's gonna be a lot, I think, for me maybe. I'm still used to like just conversating in common.
It will be
This.
many new experiences, lots of new people to meet.
How many day a journey?
I'm not sure how long we have to go still. You'd have to ask the captain about that.
Which one's the captain?
Generally, in my experience, it's the one with the fanciest hat.
Captain, my captain. Wherefore art thou?
She'll be up on the deck, trying to direct their way through this storm, I'm sure.
You have bad memory with storm? Feats?
I have many memories with storms, yes.
Storm used to bring many a fish. Not
I
always good
suppose they
fish.
would. You'd think the storm would be difficult to fish, but I suppose you walrus folk have a different way of doing things than we land dwellers.
Oh, we just are in the water, so it tends to be easier for us. We use netting under the water and like we almost herd fish like you land dwellers herd. Cheat.
Fascinating. I never thought of it that way.
So we have like 2 herders push them into the netting, and that usually lasted a couple nights. But that was in past life.
I'm pleased that you took so well to my teachings.
Yes, I find them the way the world should be. I think everybody should play nice. But I know nobody does.
That would be nice if they did.
Yes. Quite.
He suddenly downs his mug in one go and puts it aside and crosses his arms in front of him and looks at you with a serious thought. It's perhaps time I told you where I learned this from myself.
Oh.
Our style began when the fiery mountain fell to the ground and shattered the world. I am the 7th master of this style, and you one day shall be the 8th,
8th?
if your journey takes you down that path.
Okay.
It is said that the first master of our teachings was themselves taught by a god who should not have been here. For the gods all left when the mountain fell. But there was one god followed his own path, though he lay with the gods of good. Magir, the god of discipline and of self-balance. He is known as the mantis on the rose.
What does a mantis?
Very small bug.
So he was a small god?
You could say that. He has had much less followers than the other gods. He never was one for temples or servants or telling people how to live their life. He wanted instead to help us to find our own divinity, our own perfection. He seeks to improve our soul through improving the body, through hard work, practice, and helping others. Every punch I throw, every form I practice, it's a prayer to Magir. Because discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about getting back up when you mess up. And that's how we found our style. Through the screw-ups.
So it has been honed through masters.
Yes. Every one of us have added our own path on enlightenment to the style. We teach it to others, and then once we feel they're ready to go their own way, at least this way with my own master and with her master, we find ourselves called on a different path ourselves, leaving our student to perfect and master the form without our guidance. And in that way, we meet up with them again, sometimes years later, sometimes decades, and teach them the final path, that they too may teach another. And so it continues.
That's dark. But I think I would like to join thy path, or join my path? Join I don't know. I would like to teach somebody the way,
Excellent.
eventually. I can't do that right now, I don't have the way, but...
You have to find your own way first, and then you can teach it to others. There is no greater calling than teaching, I think. It has been a fun experience for me.
Yes, as I. This Chi-Chi.
Maybe after the funeral, you will be ready to go on your own way. But maybe not. I foresee we might be together for some time.
I enjoy your company. I think I would like to stay a little while longer under your wing.
And at that, as if summoned by those auspicious words, something hits the ship, or the ship hits something. There's a large crash. The ship is rocked. And make a athletics check.
The teeth are only going in for RP purposes. They cannot be higher. Oh god, gotta remember how to do this. Athletics, you said?
Yes. Yeah, the ship is rocked, and boy, the storm atmospheric music is not really as loud as I thought it would be. The ship is rocked, and you're almost thrown off your feet, but not quite. You're sitting down, so it gives you that extra stability to not be thrown around. The wave just seems to pass over Feats without even touching him. But you hear yelling from above on the deck. I wonder what that was. Perhaps we should go out and see if we can assist them.
Shall we?
Let's.
Oh, sick.
You will see that you can move around underneath the mast, and you should be able to see without it. If you go into the mast, you will go up to the next level. So watch out for that.
Got it.
I think you have to do that.
Up aboard, it seems as if the pilot of the ship is having a difficult time keeping it straight in the storm. But it's not just the storm that has cause for alarm. Everyone should have their sidekicks available. Tanis, you have Captain Eliza and Dorn.
What did Dorn not get his picture?
Did Dorn
Look at
not
the
get
captain.
his picture?
Neither of them.
Yeah, they
Oh,
both.
okay, hold on.
The
Oh, yeah.
tokens didn't work.
If I hover, I can see who it is. It took me a
Wait,
second.
oh, let me.
Same with the guy in the front.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better. And then Twiddle's probably up in the ropes. But I can't put her there.
Yeah, did it work correctly when you went up?
No, it won't let you.
Should be able to-
No,
what?
because there's a wall around the mast. No, there we go. Woohoo!
Oh, that's so cool. That says plus 20 above you.
Yeah.
Looks like nope, Lyra didn't get the correct one either. No,
Hmm?
it did.
Lyra's is correct.
Yeah, Lyra's
I'm-
correct. Okay.
I'm
Good.
I'm
good.
good.
It's just the two I did today that weren't.
I'm giving out some notice to some people.
We've hit something. That's up front, Captain Eliza.
Something. Do we know what?
I don't see anything.
Can't see a thing.
Well, actually, I might see something. Maybe.
Oh. Do they need help?
Hey, Captain, there's like, the sea's like going in a circle. We should go that way and look at it.
Rather not take a closer look at that.
No.
Let's go around.
Well, do you really think that you should be up there? Right now?
Yes?
Right
Yes,
now.
we need someone who can see what's going on.
Hey, there's more of those circles kind of next to us.
What are these?
Oh,
circles?
Everybody hold on.
Ah.
Captain, I think something might be. But before Feats can say anything else, everyone please roll an athletics check as something once again hits the ship.
Athletics.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yo,
Ooh.
Ooh,
Darn.
Dorn just gives no fucks.
what does that say? Called?
Mark,
That's
you're
right,
a
British
cultist?
Lyra.
Insight
Oops.
check.
Lyra and Macro both fall prone as they are knocked over by the ship. Something hitting the ship. There's no clear rocks in the water, and there's no other ships around.
I think there's something in the water.
Or,
Aside from water,
Yeah?
aside from fish?
Yeah? Want me to dive in and take a look?
absolutely not.
Not a great idea.
Lyra just crawls with the mast and just kind of hugs it.
Micro will try and stand.
Is that a good
A little loud.
sound level? Too loud?
Remember, we can control the volume, so you should just leave it consistent.
Okay, I had to. The thunderstorm wasn't coming through at all for me, so I didn't know. Maybe that was just on my
Oh,
side.
we definitely had thunderstorm. It was great.
Oh, well,
Yes.
good. Nice and atmosphere.
Yeah, it was great.
You see up in the rafters, those circles are a little less circly.
Oh, hey, the circles are people!
People?
My people?
Not really people.
Are my people here?
I don't
We
think
under
it's
attack!
horrible.
I don't think they're Thanoi. Although I suppose they could be.
Quite a ways from the.
Hey, Lyra, you should go say hi.
Aryk.
Roll initiative.
Do I need to be prone?
Yes, I can set you prone if you can't forget. It should be on your sheet. Should be
I
a
wasn't
page
sure.
that has a bunch of.
This token is amazing.
There's a crap ton of dice on my screen. Did they just go away after time? Oh, never mind.
Yep, they should go away. Yeah.
They just went away.
You can also click on them to throw them around. It's great.
Done that. That's
How do
fine.
I get you off of there? There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Before even the things that are climbing up the side of the ship can get more than halfway up the hull, there is a large breach of the water. The ship almost capsizes. Where am I here? Oh, where is it? There we go. Why isn't it? Oh, there we go. Did that work? Nope. There we go.
Oh,
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 Oh! That's a turtle.
holy.
As these creatures come out from the water, climbing up the hull of the ship, the water itself just seems to erupt as the largest turtle, far larger than anything else you've seen, erupts out of the waters.
It's so.
Why isn't it? Learning pains. Not letting me
How
start.
big is this thing?
If you just push push the arrow, right arrow, it should just go to the next person and start.
I did that and then it flapped back, but there it is. Yeah, it's very large.
He's a big boy.
Huge.
I can't believe I not won to my initiative. Twiddle clearly distracted by the dragon turtle.
From over the hull climbs this seaweed and coral covered green creature, almost goblinoid, but holding a net and a trident, and it says something in some watery language. But uses all of its energy climbing up onto the ship. Captain Eliza, you recognize the thing that is off of your port. It is a dragon turtle. They're not supposed to be this far south. Their territory is much farther to the north.
This is incredibly unlucky. Pilot, keep the ship moving. And then to get this guy.
That
in case I
hits.
Boo.
Yeah, the first to draw blood is the captain herself. Feats looks about him rather calmly. Ah, Coalinth. I wonder if they drove this dragon turtle further south. This will be a good lesson for you, Mackerel.
Huh?
Punch the green things.
Yes, sir.
Walks over to the edge and looks over towards the dragon turtle. Well, aren't you a large one? Everything can be a lesson. And he reaches into his pouch and takes out a pebble. Stone. Reaches in and grabs a sling. This lesson is that even the smallest pebble can down a mighty mountain. And he loads the pebble into the sling and takes aim at the dragon turtle's head. As he swings, the pebble leaves and impacts the dragon perfectly between the eyes. And as he does so, the pebble seems to cause a wave of force that spreads out across the turtle, stopping it, stunning it in place. Haha, got it. You take care of those, I'll handle the big one.
Okay. Yes, please.
Up the side, on many legs, comes a very large crab. Snapping and snipping. And heads over towards Lyra. But it has to spend all of its movement just to get up onto the deck and skitter around. Macro, you're out.
Can I hit the crabs or no? Mr. Feet.
Yes, you can. You may attack the crabs.
Great.
They're quite delicious too.
That's what I was wondering. I usually eat them, so. Oh. Doesn't go anywhere. He stands up, which causes him to use half his movement. How do I stand? Do I just remove and it can only go?
Yeah, just remove the prone action.
Okay.
The same way you put it on.
It's not giving me a distance, but I think this is 15 feet.
Yeah, it should tell you if you've moved too much. It will go yellow, I think, or red if you've moved too far. Yeah.
Yellow.
So that's. Oh, it's still counting though. It didn't count the prone.
Yeah,
So
it didn't.
that's
count
about
the
half.
prone.
So that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just about 15 exactly.
Great. Mr. Crab, I must dispatch thee. At which point he takes his Staff of Quarters. For a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Eight damage. Could be bludgeoning. Which point? Mackerel comes down with his staff, right on, but following up quickly with his tusk. And goes, oh, ah! Right on his head.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Hell yeah. $11 piercing.
Oh yeah, your tusk hits the back of that and just cracks it open down the middle. And you come away with some juicy crab meat.
He for sure eats it down. Oh, they are yummy.
That is disgusting, but thank you.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. Oh, I need to hit fast turn. I forgot how this game works.
All right, Dorn.
Ooh. 12
Amy,
to
that's-
hit this guy.
Yeah, that misses.
Mm-hmm.
He knocks it out of the air with his trident. Second covalent that spends all of their movement getting up onto the deck. Ooh, now the warriors are in here. This one jumps out of the water. Doesn't bother climbing. Just jumps straight from the water, some 30 feet below, up onto the deck. Brandishes a fancier trident, and he points it out towards the sea.
No thanks.
And as he does so, another crab bubbles up from under the water. Perhaps answering his call. From the other side of the ship, another one of the larger coalinths jumps out from the water and points his trident down, shouting something in some watery language to the giant crab that's already there on the side of the ship, before pointing his trident at Dorn. And striding over to attack. Does a 17 hit, Dorn?
Yes, sir.
$13 damage.
Ooh.
Stabs the trident into Dorn's side and shrieks triumphantly. And the giant crab that he had directed finishes climbing up onto the ship. And goes over towards the mast and starts climbing up. Twiddle, a giant crab's climbing up towards you.
Yeah, Twiddle doesn't care about that. That's irrelevant. So she's gonna point at this guy here. She's gonna point at him and say, "Hey, fish face! I've seen prettier things washed up on a dead beach." And that's her taunt action.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, they failed. They have
Disadvantage on attack
the
rolls
attack
until
roll.
the end of his next turn. And then
Very
Twiddle's going to
cool.
move way out here. I can make an acrobatics check for that if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead. It's the middle of a storm and it's raining.
Twiddle gives no fucks. That's a 12?
Yeah, that's more than enough
Yeah.
for a Kender.
And that is my turn. Let me get the thingy up and go boop.
All right, Lyra, aka Cultist.
Lyra stands up shakily, holding onto the mast still. Looks up to the sky as she pulls out a crystal compass. Despite these clouds, the moon still shines, and the hand on the compass spins rapidly, and 3 magic missiles shoot out from it, targeting the guy who's attacking Dorn.
Oh, very nice.
So 9 force damage. The beardy guy.
No, roll for each missile.
Oh, it only did. Okay.
Yeah, do the damage 2 more times.
Nice.
See? That's even better.
Really nice.
Oh yeah.
12 force damage.
Yeah, blood flies as the large warrior staggers.
What?
Darn, don't get hit again!
Why is what?
At the top of the round, the dragon turtle looks like it wants to do something, but is currently stunned and unable to do it. Shakes its head, trying to get out of whatever stupor it's in. Whoop. That's not supposed to be it. That's supposed to be the cone map. There we go. The Coalinth in combat with the captain goes ahead and attacks. Does an 18 hit the captain?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you can't double that yet. 7 damage.
Captain looks pretty rough.
And the Coalinth squeals with joy. It's the captain's turn.
Alright, well, Captain's gonna... Maybe? There we go.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Alright.
Good.
You've bloodied the Coalinth. Feats looks to the side where that Coalinth warrior is, sort of dismissively, not even really considering it as a threat. Before reaching in to get another pebble. And shoot it out at the dragon. Dragon turtle. Oh snap. 21.
Ooh,
Yeah, that hits.
you're just rolling incredibly.
Once again, the pebble hits exactly where the previous one had, guided by a steady hand as it causes that force wave to echo out and stun the dragon turtle, preventing perhaps a terrible calamity from happening. Okay, giant crab number 3 skitters up the side of the ship and onto the deck, landing, looking around, seeming to be a little wondering why it's even there before the warrior next to it directs it with its trident. And it skitters over towards the captain, using up all of its actions on movement. Mackerel.
Oh, Captain, my Captain! Are you in need?
I'd say so.
Mackerel shall rush over to the big man and give him a quick shove.
Oh, snap.
It's regular action to push the man. I don't know how to roll this.
Just an attack roll, right?
Yeah, I think so.
If you click your unarmed strike, it should
Yeah,
have an
'cause it's
option for
prone.
grapple shove.
Yeah, that I hit that, and that's what showed up as this.
Oh yeah. Oh right, that's right. It's 2024, so they just get a save now. There's no more attack roll.
DC 14 dexterity or
Or strength.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they simplified things. It's not contested.
Oop.
Our favorite word, simplified things.
They rolled a 13. So
That's
they do
a
get shoved 5 feet.
Right into the
Nice.
It's almost comical as it sort of moves its legs, wondering why there's no longer a deck underneath it, and it falls down into the water below.
Oh, Captain, my Captain! Go with this guy, and it worked once. He's gonna do it again. Oh wait.
Oh,
it says
with
something
your-
like-
Bonus section, right?
right? Yeah, because I can make an unarmed strike as my bonus section.
Yeah. Do you have that?
Yep. You should at level 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You just throw yet another. You come up and you 1-2 punch these guys. They just go flying off the ship into the water.
Thank you, Mackerel. Perhaps you'd like some crab as a reward?
If you can cook it, when it's raw, it's a little not great. It's a little fishy. Mac, faster.
Darn.
Right. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that does not hit. Dorn's not
Bummer.
doing great.
Nope.
Hmm. Why does it not have the range on these? Ah, there we go. This Colinth takes one of its tridents and tries to throw it up towards Twiddle in the rigging. But it is a storm. The ship is moving back and forth. It's up into the air that he's throwing this. And he's
Twiddle's
trying to hit
very
a Kender.
small.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a 7 does not hit.
Not even close.
Unfortunately, the ship is still moving.
Unfortunately. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Kick them all off.
Let's see, I'll do this. See if he can catch onto the ship as it goes by. No such luck.
Ooh.
He's going to use his movement to try and swim up next to the ship, but he can't get up onto it. The other one, bleeding, not too good. Fortunately, it has an ally near it, so it's strengthened by that, as it makes an attack on Dorn with advantage.
Oh.
Pretty sure a 21 hits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor Dorn. Poor Dorn. We hardly knew ye.
Doesn't Dorn have like 1,000,000 hit points and not care?
No.
It bounces off his rock hard abs.
Right?
Dorn has enough to be hit twice.
I think he has more than any other character here.
I believe it, but these guys,
They kind of like trucks, man.
yeah.
A 17 damage is kind of crazy for level 1.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of damage.
That was the first roll.
I missed that.
The Conleth warrior stabs forward with its trident, and Feats finally moves, turning around, calmly putting his arm out, just his hand in between the trident and Dorn, and lifting up gently, almost just nonchalantly, before turning back towards the turtle. You see that his hand is left bloodied, but he doesn't seem to care or even notice as he deflects the attack away from you.
Thanks.
Giant crab continues to move upwards. Moving at a double pace. Still not managing to get very far, honestly. Twiddle.
There's a guy right here, right? Right here.
Yeah, the one that almost killed
Yeah.
Dorn.
Cool, excellent. So Twiddle's gonna run to about here, and then
Next to the crab. Okay.
pull out her whip, and she's gonna use her whip on the thingy here, and then swing down and attack the guy.
Okay.
Whoa.
Can I do that?
You can try.
But
Okay.
This poor
Or
crab
acrobatics
just
check.
spent so many turns
Acrobatics.
trying to get to you.
Acrobatics check. How's a 12?
Well, you make it to the deck.
Cool, excellent. Swing down.
You're
onto
on
the
your
deck.
back.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you drop me down to? Well, maybe I can actually.
Yeah.
No, I can't. You got to do it. Can you change my altitude? You can
Wonder
just
if I can-
right click the token, and where it says 20, you can hit 0. Perfect.
No.
Yes, that worked.
Collides with this. Oh, okay.
Worked just fine.
Weird.
I'm there.
It worked.
So, anyways, so I'm prone now. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's fine. I only used half my movement to get here, so I'm gonna use the other half to stand
Right.
up. And then I'm gonna beat this guy up with my whipping twice.
And of course, make it seem like you meant to do that.
Of course, I slide between his legs, right? And then come out the other side. Can I do that? Can I just slide between his legs?
Sure.
and then I come up the other side with my whippick and whap whap. 1, 2. I think the second one probably misses.
The second one misses. The first one hits.
Boom, boom. And then I'm gonna give, with my bonus action, I'm gonna give Dorn advantage.
Nice. All right, Lyra.
The compass needle spins again as 3 more missiles shoot out. 1 at the crab over here. 2 on this crab, because I don't like crabs.
Okay. Fair. Okay, -2 to the one and -8 to the other. Very good.
Yes. And then just going to swing around right there. Peek on the other end of the pole at the 2 guys over by Dorn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
That's it.
Because Feats was distracted, even if for just a moment, it leaves the turtle with some time.
Oh,
And it smashes into the ship. Everyone, please roll me an athletics check.
I did not sign up for this. I cannot roll above a 2.
Oh boy.
I think that's like my 3rd 2.
I got 9. Didn't you have advantage though?
Me?
Is that Dorn?
Oh no, Dorn had advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dorn has. Oh yeah, I guess
that's against attacks.
it's
isn't it?
the next attack roll, I think.
Only attack
Anyone
roll,
who
nothing 26.
rolled lower than a 10 is prone.
Ouch.
Where's my prone button?
The wounded Kolinth warrior falls over prone, but everyone else on the enemy team seems to keep their footing.
Hmm.
This unfortunate fellow gets passed by the ship and tries to grab onto it. Seven's not going to be good enough, guy.
Damn.
Pilot lives another day.
He has to use his movement to just try and swim and catch up with the ship. Can't get on board. Captain.
All right.
Oh, Captain, my captain. It's a giant crab next to you and you're prone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be not prone. And then that's the person. There we go. I'm guessing a 24 hits.
Oh, yeah. Giant crabs don't have much in the way of armor.
Weird. Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Okay.
But you hit.
You hit.
More armor than I thought.
It looks like this thing is determined. Well, if that's the case. Feats runs along the length of the ship and jumps onto the outstretched paw of the dragon turtle. And as he lands, he slams his fist down, causing that same shockwave that his pebble caused.
Damn, beats a badass.
The dragon turtle and Feats swing away from the ship
Oh no!
as the turtle is seemingly paralyzed once again. Commander Snips of the Coalescence rallies and strikes once again, but this time at Mackerel.
Hey.
Very badly, rolling a 9. Wait, no, you're prone. Haha, that's advantage. Hooray! Does a 17 hit?
Seems the AC.
Excellent. We love it when my creatures do damage.
Crap, how bad can it be?
The crab pinches you for 4 damage. And it's your turn.
Well, Macro will stand up. Using half of his movement. Wait. Okay, hey, listen here. Listen here. I don't like that. And he's gonna come down with the stuff of Cortos.
Oh yeah, that hits.
8 damage. Nine bludgeoning.
Very nice.
Follow me.
Half of quarters.
Yeah, you bludgeon that crab to death.
Probably
it dies?
literally just a roll of quarters that's a 6 feet long and he strains the whole way up for support.
Just
That's what a quarterstaff is, right?
Mm-hmm.
For all its steel is.
Stuff of quarters.
Yep, you killed him.
Are you okay, Captain, my captain?
I'll be alright. Thank you, Mackerel.
I are welcome. I must help and assist. Let's go move 15 feet. What? He's... I guess still in the rafters, right? This one up here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's plus 20 feet on their head.
I wasn't sure. Maybe Mackerel could reach him.
Yeah.
That'll eat turn.
All right, Dorn. There is a
Alright.
prone and wounded Coalescence in front of you.
Yeah.
And you have advantage.
to
If
attack.
ever I was gonna
Double
hit, yep.
advantage.
Yeah.
Or you could attack the other one for advantage as well.
Right.
So no matter who you attack, you get an advantage on them.
We'll go with the prone guy.
Oh yeah, that hits.
With advantage. He didn't roll with advantage yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it could be a crit.
It's not.
Nope.
It's the same thing.
Same
It wasn't.
thing.
It was the exact same thing, but it did still hit.
Oh my god.
Can you stop
That's,
rolling ones?
Tanis.
Unfortunate.
Why couldn't you do this when we were going up against the bad guys and you were rolling?
Yeah.
Well, it's only 3, but he only had 1 hit point.
Woohoo!
Oh, nice.
Ooh, man. Some
So you
luck.
smash his head in with your belaying pin.
Ooh, good job, Dorn!
Hmm.
And the Kolinth next to him doesn't like
Good
that.
job, Doran.
Is it still an ally if it's dead?
No,
It's a
Dang.
body. It's an object.
because it's an
Ah,
object,
I've
not
not-
a creature.
Not been able to use these add 7 extra damage onto an attack ability that these guys have, which is, I feel, rude.
Add 7 damage?
Yeah, if they have
Keep
an
going.
ally next to them.
Holy buckets.
Although, maybe I don't need it when I crit.
Ah.
Can you
Oh,
not
no.
crit on poor Dorn?
Haven't you done enough?
Go for it.
I'm afraid Dorn may not survive this.
Oh no.
10 damage.
He'll survive this.
Wow.
Nice. Sticks the trident in deep and just twists it for extra cruelty before pulling it back out.
Ah.
It seems to say something to the crab up in the rafters, but the crab now just sort of dances back and forth. Doesn't seem interested
crab
in
raving.
fighting anymore.
He's just crab raving. That's all he ever wanted. He just wanted to go up there to crab rave. He's never interested in twiddle.
Well, the one who called him from the water is not there anymore. Ooh, awesome. This guy catches back up
Oh,
and
got you
climbs
now.
over the side. And he points his trident up at the crab in the rafters and shakes it and says something. And the crab suddenly stops moving from side to side and looks its little beady eye stalks down at Mackerel.
Come on, Crabman.
It's gonna make all the way back down.
Or he's gonna jump on me.
Does a 20 hit you, Mackerel?
It does indeed.
I'm going.
The crab
I'm-
launches itself from the rafters up in the rigging. Indeed, jumping onto Mackerel's head and clamping its claw around your head, grappling you. You are now grappled, and you take 6 damage. It
Jeez.
starts to squeeze your head.
Well, about that.
Twiddle.
I am bloody.
So Twiddle is on her back and realized that she has something in her pockets. She has no fucking clue what it is. What has she got in her pockets? If you expand that, you'll see there is a Kinder Pockets table that you can roll on for me and tell me what's in her pockets.
I love that this is a thing. A non-magical light source.
Okay.
It's you've got an actual candle in your
So
pocket.
Twiddle pulls a candle out of her pocket, looks at it, and goes, "Where'd I get this? Hey, Dorn, is this yours?"
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, okay, here you go. Stuffs it back in your pocket. Climbs up from prone. Now I can't see under the... There we go. Climbs over this guy and goes here. And then is gonna whip it. Whip it good. 1, 2. 18 and 5.
That seems to be your thing.
Yeah.
18 hits. The 5 does not.
5 damage.
Yeah, you deal a pretty good chunk out of that sea goblin. All right, Lyra.
Roll. Oh, wait, I need to stand up first. I stand up first. Don't worry, Mackerel. I've practiced this at least once. I'm gonna Ray of Frost the crab on his face.
Oh, nice.
And it's a mackerel.
Kills mackerel.
Why do we even have that lever?
The compass just goes crazy, and the Ray of Frost does something.
Oh, you managed to not accidentally hit mackerel.
That would have been really funny if I did, though. Hide back behind the pillar and pretend I did not say anything.
Okay, this other guy, he's just zipping about, swimming his hardest to catch up again. See if he can climb back on. He cannot. It's not looking good for him. Not looking good for him. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Hold on, Mackerel. She'll run over and try to wedge the rapier between Mackerel's face and the crab.
Okay.
That's my task. That's my task.
You're gonna try to help him escape, or try to make an attack with it?
She's gonna make an attack against the crab.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits.
Nice. Kill this mofo.
It's not looking good. It's very, very, very bloody.
Feel it
Bleeding
getting
all
a bit
over
looser.
Mackerel. Blue blood leaking down all over your tusks. It's delicious. Out on the turtle, Feats runs up its arm onto the shell, just like jumps onto the shell, does a flip over on top of it, and then jumps down onto its head. And as he lands, smashes down with his fist, causing another ripple effect that once again stuns it and moves it further away, as it can't catch up. It's being left behind by the moving ship. It, along with Feats. Mackerel.
Mackerel will be embarreled. This is the 0 health. Can I use the healer action on myself?
I think you can.
With the feet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. He'll use the action to heal himself.
Because I looked that up last week.
Great. Gains 9 HP.
Nice.
Equal to the roll plus my proficiency. Oh, wait. Yeah. So I gain 11 hit points, so I'm back to max. And I'm no longer.
I think that includes your proficiency, though. Isn't that what the +2 is?
That is indeed. I misread that. Breather mackerel. Do I need to do that? I don't. Is this a way to get rid of my hit dice?
Yeah, I think that would work.
I'll just. Because I don't want to take one. I'll just go like this.
Yeah, breather should let you spend your hit die.
I just manually removed it.
Yeah, there you go.
And then this needs to go down to 9 because it uses a healer kit. Wait, I am exhausted.
Yeah, but just the one exhaustion since you managed to heal yourself. So.
As a bonus action, I am grappled.
Yes.
I don't have that. Okay. Mackerel shall. Other than the grappler. Okay, yeah. As a bonus action, Mackerel will just use his tusks and bite this fool.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
1 damage.
This is the second time this fight that 1 damage is all a creature's been left with and then taken the next time they got hit. You just slide your tusks into the claw that's holding you and rip it right out of the crab, and the rest of it just falls to the ground, spurting blue blood as the claws just sort of stuck there on your tusk.
Nice. I am sick of these crabs. At which point I lose the imperiled and the grapple.
Yep.
Great. And Mackerel shall run this way, up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to scramble up to the upper deck there.
And that shall be turned.
Okay, Dorn. The sailor that just won't stay down.
Yeah. Give it a round. Come on, the dice gotta turn around at some point. Oh.
Yeah, no, that does not hit.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool.
At least all your bad rolls seem to be tied to Dorn specifically. The captain's rolling fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you hadn't wasted the advantage I gave you. Should have used the candle I gave you. It would have helped, since you're apparently blind.
I didn't know the guy had 1 hit
snap.
point.
It's you can't tell. Like it's impossible to tell.
Just saying, so I gave you the candle for.
I was trying to keep you from getting hit when he stood up.
But this The Colinth fighting you is not in any better shape as tries to stab at Twiddle, but I'm pretty sure an 11
Very
does
good.
not hit. So they miss the elusive Kender. The Colinth here on the edge sees you coming, Macro, and points his trident out to the water once again, trying to summon something. Nothing, however, answers his call. So instead he just rushes towards you. He's already used his attack in trying to summon a creature.
Hmm.
Right, Twiddle.
Right. First off, double whip.
Whip it good.
11 and 9. That's not great.
Both of those miss.
Gordon, you suck. Kill
You should
him.
have kept the candle.
Helpful. By telling Doran he sucks, I am being helpful.
Nice.
Oh, and then
Dorn has advantage on his next attack against the Golinth. Lyra.
Poke my head out. Just smack the compass a few times. Ray of Frost again. On Bearded Guy by Mackerel.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Nice hit.
2 damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
All right.
And then I hide again.
This guy's
Scooby-Dooing around the corner.
not doing well. He can't catch up to the ship. He shouts something in that watery language, to which the Colinth with the beard on the ship shouts back. He dives back down under the water, perhaps never to be seen again. Captain. Captain, your turn.
She's gonna run up beside Mackerel. And stab the beard guy. Oh, jeez.
You inherited
It's contagious.
Owen's dice. Maybe it's this half
Okay,
of the
the wrong
ship.
person selected.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's this half of the ship. It's if only you were at the front. Yeah, that was
Okay.
out on the water. Macro, you can hear even over the storm and the fighting sounds as Feats talks, seemingly just in your ear, not shouting, but he is shouting. His voice just carries directly to you. I'm going to move this turtle back to where it belongs. I'll try to catch up with you, but if I can't, go to the funeral in my stead and find your own journey and your own path, Macro.
You're leaving me now?
And then he slams his leg down onto the turtle's head and grabs one of the fins that are reaching up over it on its head, like the crests, and tries to steer it off towards the side.
Feet?
Bam.
No. He's whipping that turtle though.
Mackerel.
You did this to my fate. You did this to my fate. Prepare for my wrath. At which point he will struck to the side. Here's a partner. And hit him one time with a little staff of quarters. Oh, I don't know why I did that. No, because I was blind GM roll, so I have no idea what I rolled.
You rolled a 22,
Oh,
Nice.
which is a hit.
for a total of 9 damage.
Damn.
At which point
Oh yeah, that bloodies it.
will also, instead of using his tusk this time, he'll bring the bow staff down and then, or the staff of quarters down, and do a single unarmed strike to the chest. Oh, 10 to hit.
10 misses. Dorn, you have advantage.
All right.
No.
Hey, I hit something.
That hits.
Let's see if it rolls another 2.
Yeah, don't roll this.
Hey, another 2.
It's
Nice.
prophecy.
How did I
As-
know?
Two
But you
times
do
in the next
manage-
game.
to get some blood on your belaying pin.
Hey. All right.
To which the Colinth answers with a miss of its own. Rolled a 1.
Nice.
Seemingly distracted by the Kender gibbering and jabbering right next to it. This big guy again holds his trident up towards the sea as if to summon something, but instead just sneakily stabs it towards the captain.
Damn. What
Really?
a sneaky guy. That's how they get you.
Yep.
Critical?
Oh,
Really how they get you.
Oh man. All right.
Oh my god.
23 damage.
That is more than 2.
That is more than 2. That in fact might be
Yeah.
massive.
That is yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, that is massive damage. The trident goes directly through the captain and out the other side and is stuck. And the Covenant tries to pull it back out, looking over at Mackerel, realizing that they are now effectively disarmed themselves. As the captain falls to the deck of her ship.
Captain?
Captain!
Twiddle, your captain has just been killed.
Oh,
I think Captain has
it's really
been
sad.
slain.
I think I'm the captain now. Hey, what's this?
Oh lord.
I get 2 of those.
Okay.
Dear God, tell me
I love this.
Tittles
honestly.
was not first mate.
Okay.
Magic item.
Nope. I do gotta look something up.
Okay.
Okay.
This was based on the 2014 PHB, by the way, if it's something in the PHB. So
You pull out a ladle at first,
Huh?
But then you realize something's attached to it, and you pull it out, and there's a pot.
Huh?
You pull it out, and there's a stirring spoon.
Huh?
You pull out an entire cook's utensils from your pouch.
Oh, Lyra, I think this is yours.
It's mine!
Sorry,
You know I like to cook!
it just fell in. Anyways, Whip.
just,
Whip.
just Mary Poppins, the freaking cooking set from her tiny little...
All right,
Child.
21 to hit.
The 21
Pocket.
hits.
Is the pot, like, even just, like, bigger than her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how it got
She
in
would
there, or how it got
absolutely
out.
fit inside of that pot. 3 damage.
All right, solid hit.
And then, fuck this guy. Total's coming over here.
You have some way to avoid opportunity
Nope.
attacks? Okay.
But Dorn's being a jerk anyways.
By not killing it fast enough?
Yeah. 13 is the AC.
Yeah, but they rolled a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Hold on.
Oh.
Dorn's being such a jerk.
Oh, what a
Hey!
nice guy.
Wow.
All right.
Disadvantage.
That went from a 15 to a 1.
Nice.
That jerk Dorn, how dare he? He's so dreamy.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Lyra.
And everyone was complaining about how we had hardtack last night. Whoopsies.
Where did you...
I skipped my turn on X.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just monologues. the whole turn.
Ray of Frost on the guy in front of Dorn. 20 to hit.
20 hits, yeah.
6 frost cold
Nice.
damage.
Hell yeah.
And the speed's reduced by 10.
Speed's reduced by a lot more than that, let me tell you.
Fascinating.
Perish.
As your ray freezes its heart.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Well, Captain not not alive.
Yep, we just skip that one.
On my feet.
Feats slams down his fist again, steering the dragon turtle further and further away. Waving.
That's how you drive a dragon turtle, you know, you punch it in the head with the direction you want it to go.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be working.
Yeah.
This feels like my Jiraiya moment.
A little bit.
Just going off.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Goodbye, Kirby Sage!
I didn't even get to find out if he was pervy. You ugly fish! Switching weapons is okay. How does that work in the new mode? Is it multi-action? Like it takes me an action to pull out a different weapon?
It's part of your attack, I think, now, isn't it?
Yeah, you can pull out a weapon and attack with it as part of the attack, but you can use your object interaction to sheath the
Oh.
weapon if you wanted to.
The Staff of Quarters becomes stowed by Mackerel as he pulls out a dagger taped to a stick and attacks.
That hits.
Hold on.
6.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Unsteadily, Mackerel puts the quarterstaff back and pulls out, quite literally, this mishmash dagger on a stick. You took my feats. I shall take your life. And right through the head.
Nice. Your dagger on the stick goes right into its head. Its black blood spilling out as it warbles something in that aquatic language.
At which point Mackerel will like pick him up and just like throw him off the side.
Yeah.
With like on the spear still.
And has fallen.
The music just went goodbye.
Did the storm not come back?
No.
I can
Wait,
hear
there
it.
it is.
It's quiet.
It's rooting out. It's rooting out.
There it is. I had to turn the volume back up because I turned it down for the combat music.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
there.
Captain, no.
I am sorry for that, Captain. The Captain was a great one.
I guess Dorn's in charge?
No.
Definitely not Twiddle.
Yeah.
But by process of elimination, it could be.
It's either Lyra or Dorn.
It's probably Thorn's pretty new to this, isn't he?
Twiddle.
What about
Twiddle's been here a
a
while.
pilot guy?
Could be the pilot.
Who's that?
Unnamed pilot guy.
Unnamed tokenless pilot guy.
You know, pilot guy.
I didn't get asked to make a pilot.
Yeah, no, he's just an anonymous NPC. The trident
So-
that the Koalinth had been using to direct the crabs is stuck through the captain.
Okay, Dorn will go over and keep an eye on Twiddles while he grabs it and pulls it out.
Mm-hmm.
Twiddle's just got her head in her lap and is just like petting her hair.
No.
I'm gonna bring her below deck.
Hey,
Get her ready for burial.
okay.
What do we do now?
Well, usually we go through her pockets and then distribute her things.
I must speak out against that.
Why? That's how you respect somebody who's died.
Is it
Dorn
though?
sighs and just picks her up and goes now before.
What?
Humans are so weird. You are human? You're just short
Hey.
human?
Hey, Rob.
Mhm.
What did Twiddle get out of her pocket while Dorn was picking her up?
Bam!
Is this a roll on the thing or just
I have no idea. Sure, sure. Call it a Kender Pockets table.
wonderful? Could he
Another
use the
full
ability?
fucking
Oh no,
set.
there it is. I found it. see what the captain was hiding.
Another full cooking set.
A half-finished map of Urgoth.
That's fitting.
Fiddle pulls the map out and just kind of clutches it to her chest.
Did Dorn take the trident with him?
No, he pulled it out. It's right here, I think.
Yeah, it's on the deck.
Mackerel will go up and grab it and look it over.
Yeah, it's a very well-made trident, seemingly carved from coral.
Fiddle very
It's got a-
carefully. Oh, go ahead.
It's got a tingle about it.
Fiddle very carefully folds up the map and stands up. Says, "All right, you landlubbers, let's get this boat moving again. Pilot, turn us back onto our usual course."
Lyra rolls her eyes and goes below deck to try to look for damage.
Aye? Captain?
Captain, I'm
No!
just telling you what to do. Duh. I'll go topside and let you know if we are going to hit something. Just do the thing that you do.
Onward to Solamnia, please. I have a funeral to attend. I guess you guys do too.
Damn.
My blessings.
And that is where we will wrap up with the tragic death of Captain Eliza and the disappearance of Feats Bright.
Yeah.
But the
I'm sure
avoidance
he's fine.
of certain death for the entire ship had a dragon turtle's maw. You level up to level 2, Mackerel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes! The last one.
Would you attempt to attune to the trident when you rest?
Yeah, just to see what it did.
I put it on your sheet.
Oh, it did?
Does Mackerel have weapon masteries?
No.
Nope.
No. I'm a monk. I have simple weapons, and that's it.
I think they took them away from monks.
They never gave them to monks.
Dang.
People wanted it, but they never had it.
Head in the
Tragic.
playtest.
No,
They should
didn't.
have it.
They wanted it. People wanted it in the playtest, but they never actually had it. That was a big
Sad.
debate.
Okay.
Ooh. This is good
Anyways,
anyways.
are we done? Should I stop?
Yep, we are done.
Cool.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
everyone
much.
for contributing.